Hi, my name is Leo Lavender, and I am a trans and queer artist, and my pronouns are he, him. I'm gonna try to start doing that in the beginning of every video. Look at my bracelet. I got that at Pride, and I want to go to Pride next year. That's one of my goals. Speaking of goals, here are my 2020 art goals. So this year I didn't really have like a New Year's resolution. My resolution was to make small goals over like the course of the year, like monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, because I think that makes it a lot more achievable. So, my goal number one, my main art goal for this year is to work on my projects, my millions and zillions of projects. So my projects, I have 4 big projects, and I'm looking at my laptop, by the way. It's down there. I always say that in every video. So the project that I'm working on right now the most is Canary, and it is a like around 4-minute animation about a trans feminine person who like wants to wear a dress and like go out as a woman, and but they have to hide it from their papa, their daddy. And the story happens. I'm not gonna tell you the whole thing, but I'm actively working on this thing. It's about maybe halfway done, a little less than halfway done. There's like 4 scenes in it, and I'm almost done the second scene. My second project that I'm working on is One Week Apocalypse, which is my zombie comics. It's not really like about zombies, that's just kind of the ball that gets things rolling. That's how people talk. um, so it's about these 2 people about to graduate high school, and then they uh, bump into each other during the zombie apocalypse while it's just beginning, and they realize that they were friends as kids, and they kind of like explore why they didn't show up to graduation and why they stop being friends and like their traumas and stuff. It's really good, and it's like very much a reflection of my feelings because that was around the time that I was graduating high school, and it's just I'm working on doing the little thumbnails for it right now, which I haven't even finished writing it, but like I feel like for me like thumbnails are a lot easier because I'm really visual, which takes a lot more time and is really stupid. But whenever I write things down, I'm like, I don't even know how to process this information. Like I forget everything. Like I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. So that's what I'm doing, and it's not like a super long comic, but it's like longer than anything I've ever done. So yeah, my zombie comic isn't very long. It's called One Week Apocalypse, so it only takes place over a week, and I made it like that to set a time limit for myself because this is my first like big comic, and I didn't want it to go on forever and ever and end up unfinished. Which I haven't started it, but like I'm hoping to like start the actual like pages, like that I would post this year. So that's another one of my goals. And for Canary, I'm gonna finish that in like the next couple months. I don't know, but pretty soon. Um, and then my third project that I'm working on is Svenja and Ilka. It is my lesbian robot love story. And also these projects, I had the idea for them like years and years ago, but never started them. So I was just like, I'll start them right now. I don't give a fuck. Like this is the time to start shit. Like I started animating. Um, I've just been doing all kinds of different stuff, like new stuff, like making my little earrings, which oh, she's all tangled up. There we go. Yeah, I'm just trying to try new things and just start. But Svenja and Ilka is about a girl that wants to ask another girl out on a date, and she's too like anxious about it, so she builds a robot to practice talking talking and dating and stuff with, and they end up falling in love. We love that. And it takes place in like this kind of like like olden time like German village, but it's also like a little bit futuristic-y because it's like robots. But yeah, Ilka is probably gonna be an animation, or it might be a comic. I don't even know yet. I'm still like writing it, and like I want it to be like a very visual story. Like I don't even know if there'll be dialogue or anything. Like I just want it to be like, ooh, this nice like aesthetic. And then the fourth project that I'm working on, I don't even know if I'll do this one or not. Like I'm still like in the like concept art sort of process thing. It's about this depressed art student in college, and she meets an alien and he teaches her like stuff about like happiness and like the world and stuff, and and she makes that her final project for school. um and it's called The Meaning of Life, and it's an animation. So those are all of my big projects, and another one of my goals is to work on smaller projects, like a lot of little like animation projects or like comic projects, just like whatever idea I have, like I want to make it and get it out there. Like I don't want it sitting around for years and years like the ones that I have now, that I'm working on now. Like they're from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Canary is from 4 years ago. Jesus, time sure does fly. But yeah, I want to work on small projects. I'll put some pictures and little video things up of some of the small projects that I've been working on. Like I've been doing a couple little comics. I've been doing lots of little animations that are super fun to do. They're like really, really like rewarding for me because it's like animation takes a lot of work, and like to have something really short that's like finished is just really nice. And other ideas that I have for like short things, I have this one about, it's not really about anything, it's just like this little music video of a clown with his guts hanging out. It's called Unzipper My Skin. My dad wrote it, and we've wanted to make a video of that for like 2 years now, and we never did. And I'm trying to get him to sing the thing for the video, but he won't. So I might make that at some point. And the other thing is a Psychosis animation, and I'm like working on concept art for that right now, and it's gonna be pretty short. That's just something that I've wanted to do for like years and years and years and years. Like that looked like jerking off. Like ever since I realized that I had psychosis, I've wanted to do some kind of animation about what it's like for me to have psychosis. So I'm gonna do that eventually whenever I get all the ideas for it. Another goal that I want to work on is starting a little art business, like an Etsy store, and I'm gonna have that done like as soon as my name is done being changed on my legal documents. So that's gonna be really fun. I want to sell like clay earrings and like my little clay sculptures and stuff like that, and prints. And I also want to get some more stuff into the art gallery that I have stuff in. Like I want to make prints. Like this is a little like zine art book type thing that I'm working on. I just have to get paper and print it out and everything. I have other prints that I want to do, like this one on my wall is a print I went down, and there's like 4 other ones of me of like hiking sketches that I want to get prints of to sell. What else? I also want to make stickers to sell. That's gonna be really fun. But yeah, I just want to work on like trying new things, like making zines and like little comics and art books and animations, and just like anything that pops into my little head. I just want to do it. I want to try it. I want to get it out there into the world. um, Here's a list of things that I want to work on with my art. I want to work on drawing buildings, objects, backgrounds, cars. I want to work on color, like getting nice contrast and like emotion with color and doing skin tones right and everything with color. I want to learn color theory and just be good at that. I want to work on more storytelling art, like illustrations and like characters and backgrounds and situations and interacting with each other. Um, I want to work on staying on model for animation because like their faces just change and change as I'm animating, and I also want my animation to be a lot looser because I kind of get into this like stiff, like jerky robot shit, and that's not what I want. This is a little troll, by the way. Um, I also want to do more figure drawing, life drawings, and drawings of myself in the mirror, because I really like those in my sketchbooks. So that's what I want my like physical sketchbooks to be. Another thing I want to work on is making my ideas like come to life. Like a lot of times, like with my comic Nepenthe, like I had a lot of cool like ideas for the style of it and like the kind of like emotions I wanted to convey and everything and like the aesthetic I wanted to go for, and I just kind of didn't do it. Like I just kind of went with my basic default style and like just kind of got it done, got it out of the way. But like I want to put more like thought into it, like not like a lot more planning because I do so much fucking planning, but like while I'm drawing it I want to be like there, I want to be present, I want to be not listening to the McElroy podcast. I want to be thinking about like what does this scene mean, what does this emotion, what's happening, like, you know what I mean, like I just want it to be what I imagined. But yeah, that's pretty much all of my goals. It's basically just work on projects, do a bunch of new little projects, like finish my little ideas, try new things, start things, um, start an art business. I also want to think about career what kind of career I would want in art. Like I really want something in like film and animation and stuff. I really I really want to work on making that happen and like doing a lot of projects and stuff for my portfolio and maybe looking into an animation school. I'm not really sure yet, like learning more about that and how that works, and if it's worth the fucking money because I don't want more debt. um, and I also just want to work on my art, becoming a better artist, becoming a more like conscious artist that like knows things like the fundamentals and shit like that and isn't just winging it all the time, which is what I do. Um, but yeah, those are my art goals for 2020. If you want to tell me your art goals or your normal goals, you can tell me in the comments or ask me questions or tell me how your day went. Anything you want. You can say anything. You can say mean things, but you probably shouldn't. You can do anything you want in the world. So like, comment, what's the other thing? Subscribe. I don't know. I don't care what you do. Follow me on Instagram though, because that's where I am all the time. Okay, thank you. Bye.